Yo, what's up? Welcome to Panoramic Pool Pit. I'm Gorilla from my Lord. Go check out Trill 2 in stores now. I will be having hard copies soon, probably at the end of this week, probably on Friday the 13th. It's 2019 right now. What I want to talk to you about is bringing fire. So, like I said, I'm an artist. Just dropped this CD. Um, I've been on a 2 year hiatus and it was racking my brain. What can I do? Because it's been 2 years. So how can I gotta top myself. Cause my last one, I mean, even down to the cover, I tried to make it super authentic. I tried to just bring me out. Well, then I was like, well, what can I do so that people will catch on or people will listen? And I was listening to a sermon at church, and he's talking about the God's fire. Well, God cleanses through fire. God can bring you through fire. God can speak to you through fire. And I was like, man, God is always bringing fire. And he's perfect, and He's still always bringing fire. So I'm like, man, I gotta bring that fire. So if you listen to everything I did, I got like, I got 15 mixtapes and then 2 albums before Trill 2. And I was like, what can I do to ah, just not people out there see there just to say, hey, I'm back. I had to bring some fire. I had to use my voice to it wasn't even to its maximum capacity, but I'm learning how to do different stuff. I'm learning how to harmonize with myself. I got a weird voice, and then when I harmonize or when I sing or whatever, it come out pretty weird. But once I start harmonizing with myself, it's totally different. And you got to be different. You got to bring that fire. So yeah, anything you do, you got to bring the fire. If you want to lose weight, you just can't go in there all sleepy and just. People be taking all these different pills and powders and all this other stuff because it amps them up. Because when you go in there, you got to be on fire when you go in the gym because you want this certain result. You want to have the 6 pack or you want the super pecs. You know what I'm saying? You want to have triceps, biceps, whatever steps. You got to bring the fire when you go in the gym. Point blank, plain and simple. Whatever you do, don't do it halfway. God didn't make you halfway. Boom. Bring that fire. You know what I'm talking about? Bring it. Everything you do. Christian people, bring that fire. If we sitting around and we saying we Christians and we ain't bringing that fire, why you expect somebody to listen to you? If you're an artist and you ain't bringing that fire, how you gonna expect somebody to catch on to what you're doing? And even if you ain't in it for the money and you in it for trying to save some souls, if you ain't bringing the fire, how do you expect somebody just to walk up to you and say, there's something about what he's talking about that intrigues me. See, that's what fire do when you bring that fire. Everybody know Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan had to play ball. He had to play ball. I mean, no matter who was on his team, he had to play ball. He had to bring the fire to the court. Once he brought the fire to the court, his team was just like, okay, we can do this. Barry Sanders, for you people who remember who he was on the team by himself. Well, Barry Sanders brought that fire. That's how you know Barry Sanders' name. You can't name anybody else on the Lions team, but you can name Barry Sanders. Why? Because he brought that fire. It wasn't even fire. It was fire. All right, let's Panorama Pool Pit. Remember, man, bring that fire. Everything you do, bring that fire. Put your weight on it. Just push forward and do the best you can. And even though you may fail, you're gonna be proud of you because you know what you're capable of, and you know you brought that fire. So the next time it come around, you're gonna bring even more fire so you can complete the process. You gotta bring fire to everything you do. Yes, I'm gonna keep saying bring fire, bring fire, bring fire. Hey, Kevin Hart. One thing I remember about one of his stand up is he just stopped and said, drop fire on him. Fire just poof. He wanted to be the first comedian that brought out fire. And I guarantee you, if you watch that video or the stand up, you will remember that. Besides some of the other stuff he said in his others, but you will remember him bringing fire, him having fire on stage. Another thing before I go, you're going to always remember being burnt. Stick your hand on the stove right now. Go do it. Do it. No, I'm just playing. You're going to remember being burnt. When you bring fire, you're going to end up burning somebody else. Meaning, they're going to see what you're doing. They're going to hear what you're doing. They're going to feel what you're doing. And they're going to, what you got going over there? What he doing over there? Just saying, though. When you go to work, bring the fire. When you're at home, bring the fire. When you're at church, bring the fire. In these streets, bring that fire. Set some goals, man. When you set them goals, bring fire and knock all them goals out. Just bring fire out. It's just motivation. This is a motivational speech. You got to be motivated. You got to be on top of your game. You have to be on 10. You always have to be on 10. Why? You just got to bring that fire. I mean, what's the point of doing something on 2? If Michael Jordan played on 2, would we know Michael Jordan's name? I'll wait. No. Alright. That was Panorama Pulpit. It is September 10th, I think it is, 2019. Please go listen to Trill. It's in, well, Trill 2. It's in all the digital media outlets. I got hard copies if you want one. Hit me up. I gorilla for my lord. Yeah.